You don't mind, do you?
You should give that up.
I got a crazy doctor that told me to keep smoking if I want to stop chewing gum, so what the heck?
The funniest moments in television took place on The Tonight Show stage when legendary comedians brought their A-game.
Plow furrowing contest, Nebraska.
Pardon me?
Plow furrowing contest. You know what a plow furrowing contest is?
No. I'm a Jew from New York. We don't investigate things like that.
These are the most hilarious jokes on Johnny Carson. Buddy Hackett teases Carson about his rich lifestyle.
You're a beach person. You've got a house on the beach, haven't you?
Yeah, but I don't have electric gate. I don't have 4 guys out front. I don't shoot the birds when they come.
Well, get out of here. I don't do any of that. What are you talking about?
I know you don't. You hire people to do that.
Okay, well, I know.
You're the only man I know with a sea vacuum.
Only Buddy could walk onto The Tonight Show and deliberately hassle Johnny the way he did that night. Rodney Dangerfield, the tough neighborhood story.
My neighborhood's getting worse. I told you before, I live in a tough neighborhood. Just last week, a guy pulled a knife on me. I could see it wasn't a real professional job. There was butter on it. I tell you where I live, you can't protect yourself. But one day there was a knock on my front door. I figured I'd play it safe. I opened a peephole. The guy reached in and grabbed me. I tell you, my building is nothing but robberies. Every time I close a window, I hit somebody's hands.
Rodney turns a simple setup about where he lives into a pileup of misery jokes that keep getting funnier. Don Rickles, the insult match.
Don,
Are you the governor of Guam?
Aren't you getting a little older?
I know your age. The prom's over.
All right.
I mean,
It's summer.
I know, but you're dressing like some Chinese yo-yo or something. You look like Hong Kong Charlie.
Hong Kong Charlie.
How you feeling, Ed?
Very good, Don.
Keep your name alive. Great.
Thank you.
Rickles and Johnny fire shots at each other. Both men know exactly how far to push without losing the grin underneath. Steve Martin, the message check.
Now, the first thing you'll hear is the recorded message, which is me, and then I beep this and you'll hear it rewind and then the messages will play back.
Hello, this is Steve Martin. I'm away from the phone right now, so your call is being answered by an expensive telephone answering machine, who is also, incidentally, my wife. So if you'll leave your message when you hear the beep, I'll be happy to call you back.
Only Steve Martin could make stopping to check messages mid-show feel like a fully formed comedy bit instead of a throwaway gag. The host mentioned in interviews, Steve treating talk show rules like suggestions gave him complete creative freedom. Buddy Hackett, the drunk man.
And this one is the drunk. The guy walks in and he says, I like to have a drink. Have a drink. I want to have a drink for everybody. Have a drink. Bartender, have a drink. Have a drink. It'll be $63.15. I don't have no money. I don't have any money. But let's see for a minute. He takes him outside and punches him and whacks him and hits him. The guy comes back inside. Drinks for the house. None for you. When you drink, you get nasty.
Impression, and Buddy sells this because he never plays the drunk like a loud cartoon, letting the slurred confidence and slow unraveling do the work. Tim Conway has nothing to talk about.
I feel really kind of dumb sitting here as a friend, having to go down here and so on, so on, so on, so on, so on, so on. We ought to be able to sit and we're professionals. You've been in the business a long time. Sit and just rap without all of this silliness.
The whole joke is the awkwardness itself, as Tim milks that dead space so well it becomes funnier every second. Johnny later revealed Tim making silence hilarious proved comedy doesn't always need words. Rodney Dangerfield forgets his jokes.
Well, it took me 2 years. I taught him how to sit. He forgot how to stand.
Rodney blanking out, then squeezing even more laughs out of the disaster feels like the perfect Carson-era moment because the failure becomes the joke. Buddy Hackett, the new jokes visit.
You
have to know that it's the Jewish
Fairfax
section.
Avenue is a Jewish section, right? And there's a guy walking down Fairfax Avenue one time. He's wearing them high cowboy boots and tight Levi's, just stretched tight as anything across his butt. And the big damn belt buckle on there say he won the damn rodeo. Striped shirt, silver buckles on the collar, big 10-gallon hat, and said to the little Jewish man, he says, "What part of section of this country is this?" The guy looked up and said to him, "Marlboro country, it's not."
Buddy's whole gift is sounding like he's making the joke up right there at Johnny's desk, making every punchline land even harder. Steve Martin, the phone book routine.
So that's what I'd like to do right now. Just the LA phone book, and I want to read it and see if I can make you laugh. So here we go. Albert Aubin, 663 Fredericks Drive. Susan Adams, 2323 Hollywood Boulevard. Oh, I got 1 million of them.
The joke here is that Steve takes something completely unfunny and somehow bends it into a ridiculous piece of absurd comedy. Bob Newhart, The Olympic Torch Story.
It occurred to me, how do you get it from Greece to Montreal? You can't get on a plane with a flaming torch. I mean, security would grab you right away. You know?
It's a tip-off.
I pictured a guy coming up, getting on the plane, and the clerk says, "You're going to have to put your torch out tonight."
Newhart's slow build is what makes this great because he lets the premise breathe until the silliness becomes impossible not to laugh at.
And the guy says, "Well, let's see, this is the Olympic torch, and you can never put it out." He said, "Well, I don't." He said, "I shouldn't even let you on with that dress on, you know." I'll tell you what, he says, you blow it out right now, you get on the plane, when no smoking sign goes out, you can light it, but you got to put it out again.
The Olympic torch provides a specific visual everyone recognizes as Newhart's slow build is his signature technique refined over decades. Letting the premise breathe means resisting the urge to rush the punchline as the silliness accumulates gradually until it overwhelms audiences.
The only problem I had, when they give the fake handoff into the line, they didn't hand it to me, I'd run in the line yelling, "I don't have it."
The story format suits Newhart's conversational delivery perfectly, as Carson gives Newhart the time needed to develop the bit properly. Rich Little, The Night Before Watergate.
I understand you're going to do a reading tonight. You usually don't do readings, do you? Or poetry, I understand?
Well, no, I didn't write this like Victor Buono does, but every year I've done a version of it. Was The Night Before Christmas. This one's called The Night Before Watergate.
How fortuitous.
And it was written by a guy named Bob Hanley, a very clever actor-writer. And it's, of course, Richard Nixon telling the story.
This works because Rich takes a familiar format and flips it into topical satire, giving the whole bit a sharper edge than a straight impression reel. The Night Before Christmas format is instantly recognizable to audiences, as Watergate being the defining scandal of the era makes it perfect material. Flipping the familiar format into satire shows Rich's cleverness beyond mimicry, as the topical element gives the bit cultural relevance.
Away down the driveway, I flew like a fool, forgetting that's where we just dug our pool. The leaves of the palm trees reflected the glow of the cornflakes Pat whitewashed to simulate snow.
The sharper edge means the comedy has bite, not just accuracy, as a straight impression reel is technically impressive but less memorable. The whole bit combines multiple skills, as Rich does impressions within a narrative structure. Bob Uecker, The Sit-Ups in the Womb Line.
I believe in it because I did it. You have a lot of kids prior to being born, 5-6 months before they're born, just laying there and doing nothing. I started, just with sit-ups.
Uecker's charm is that he tells ridiculous self-destruction jokes, like they're simple facts everyone should accept. The sit-ups in the womb is absurdly specific visual humor, as Uecker's delivery makes outrageous claims sound reasonable through deadpan confidence.
Braves sent me to St. Louis, and in 1964, we won the World's Championship over there, and I think I was probably as big a contributor as anybody on that Cardinal club that year. The final 2 weeks of the season, they had me injected with hepatitis where I couldn't play.
Ridiculous self-destruction is his comedy brand, as he always plays the loser with the delivery making absurdity sound like common knowledge. The womb joke is perfectly stupid in the best way, as Carson's reaction validates how unexpected the line is. Martin Short, hard to contain.
No, well, it's a gift for you. I mean,
kidding.
I can't come empty-handed.
Are you serious?
Absolutely, open this thing, please.
No, what's going to happen with it?
Well, it's just, you know,
Martin Short is funny here because he comes in with so much energy that the whole segment feels like it could fly off the rails at any second. What makes it work is how fast he shifts from one ridiculous idea to the next, looking completely in control, giving Johnny plenty to bounce off. The hard-to-contain title perfectly describes Short's explosive energy, as coming in already at peak intensity creates exciting unpredictability.
why would you do a Roseanne Barr joke when it's so easy to do?
The segment feeling unstable captures the controlled chaos, as how fast he shifts demonstrates Short's quick thinking. Moving from one ridiculous idea to the next shows constant creativity, as looking completely in control.
Yeah, so.
Yes, sir.
How have you been, crazy person? You did Saturday Night Live.
Yes, sir.
You've done other things. You've got motion pictures now. What's your worst job you ever had? I find that more fascinating than people's successes.
Oh, I've truthfully had a...
Were you embarrassed? You know, really...
Oh, it's been a career. You know, it's a string. Because in Canada, for 7 years I worked...
Second City Television.
But yes, that was the good part. But you know, I did a show called Right On. In 1973, it was like a rock and roll show where I would sing the top 40s.
Despite the chaos, proves Short's professionalism. Giving Johnny plenty to bounce off makes it collaborative, not solo, as the energy level is higher than most guests. Short's physical comedy adds another layer, as the ridiculous ideas include characters, voices, and premises. The next idea arrives before the last one finishes, as being completely in control means the chaos is intentional. Johnny bouncing off Short's energy keeps the segment moving, as Short makes Carson laugh genuinely throughout. The segment feels like performance art, as the energy never dips, even for a moment. Short proves high energy can be sustainable. George Burns, still sharper than ever.
This is my 10th or 11th cigar. I smoke between 15 and 20 cigars a day.
Yeah.
And it's very exciting.
Yeah.
The laugh here is watching Burns sound completely effortless, dropping old pro lines with timing so relaxed it looks easy. Burns being in his 80s makes the sharpness more impressive, showing age hasn't dulled his comedy instincts.
Now, George, hasn't your doctor said to you, now, George, you got
My doctor is dead.
The still sharper than ever title emphasizes Burns' longevity, as watching Burns is the key, since his performance is visual, not just verbal. Sounding completely effortless describes his casual mastery, as dropping old pro lines means jokes from decades of experience.
I read in the paper that spinach is bad for you.
Spinach is bad for you.
I read that.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, eat spinach.
Yeah.
I never.
Never had spinach.
No.
Yeah.
Don't like water.
Don't like...
Timing so relaxed it looks easy proves true expertise hides the work, as Burns being octogenarian adds marvel to his performance. The sharpness is more impressive because of his age-defying expectations, as Burns remains mentally quick. George Carlin, the health problems run.
And it's good to be alive. I'm into a new lifestyle which doesn't require my presence. And so if I don't want to, I don't have to get up at all, and I still get credit for a full day.
You been hanging out with Shirley MacLaine at all?
Carlin makes bodily complaints sound smarter and meaner than they should be, which is why even a bit about health turns into a sharp comedy piece. Carlin's intelligence elevates mundane topics, making every observation feel like commentary, not just complaining.
It's a cliche to use this
Find
phrase,
yourself.
but trying to find out who I was and where I was going. And to my great surprise, I found out that I was Elizabeth Newsteader. And I was going to Medicine Bow, Wyoming, so I had to do something quick. What I'm doing about it...
The health problems run shows Carlin mining personal material as bodily complaints are universal, but usually boring topics. Making them sound smarter shows Carlin's intellectual approach as adding meanness gives edge to what could be gentle humor.
You know, perky and well, and my health is good, again.
You've never had any problems, have you?
Well, I had a big heart attack, but outside of that, no.
Even a bit about health acknowledges the unpromising premise as it turns into sharp comedy piece proving Carlin's transformative ability. Carlin's intelligence is his defining characteristic as elevating mundane topics is his superpower. Making every observation feel like commentary adds weight as this distinguishes him from typical comics. George Gobel, The Brown Shoes Line.
Because, you know, when you come on last, you're, did you ever get the feeling... Did you ever get the feeling that the world was a tuxedo and you were a pair of brown shoes?
Gobel steals the whole couch with one perfectly underplayed line about the world being a tuxedo and him being a pair of brown shoes. It lands so hard because he says it with zero effort, like he has no idea he just dropped one of the funniest lines in Carson history. The brown shoes line is a legendary Tonight Show moment, as stealing the whole couch means Gobel dominates despite sharing the panel. One perfectly underplayed line proves economy of language, as the world being a tuxedo creates a vivid metaphor. Him being a pair of brown shoes completes the self-deprecating image, as landing so hard describes the massive impact. Saying it with zero effort shows Gobel's natural delivery as he acts like he has no idea, suggesting accidental genius. The metaphor is instantly understandable, as tuxedo represents formality and sophistication. Brown shoes are slightly wrong and out of place as the self-deprecation feels genuine, not just acting. The couch is being shared with Dean Martin and Bob Hope, as stealing it means overshadowing legends. All of the comedians on this list shared one thing with one another: they made history-telling jokes on Johnny Carson's stage. Famous stand-up performers today cite these bits as inspirational and ahead of their time. If you love these hilarious Tonight Show moments, hit the subscribe button and write your favorite Johnny Carson joke you think we missed that deserved a spot in the comments below.